One of the things that Lizzy helps you to do is to keep up with your approvals on your jobs. So in other words, I've got a customer, we need to get an approval from them before we can actually do the work. And so we can go in and tag the job that it needs approval, and then Lizzy will help us keep track of the fact that we need to call them and we need to make sure that we follow up until we actually get that approval. So to get the process started, I'm on a job and we're going to go ahead and edit this job. And you'll notice here it says awaiting approval. It's just a checkbox that says that we're awaiting approval. And once I check that, another field will come up saying who approved it. But right now, we're not really concerned with that. We're just basically saying that we're awaiting approval from the customer, and then we're going to have somebody call them and get that approval. So we're just going to go ahead and save the job. Now, if you're using the system correctly, you're using the service list to manage all of the service tickets and things that you've got going on. So let's jump over there to see what actually happens. So I'm going to view all customer tickets, and over here we have a job status for these particular tickets, and one of the things is awaiting approval. So we're going to select that. It's going to give us a list, a color-coded list, and you can see the index up here at the top of all the things that we've got in the system that we're awaiting approval on. Now, when we get the approval, what we're going to do, and I'm just going to jump back over here to our ticket, we're just going to come back over here to the ticket, and we're going to edit the job, and we're going to put in that Dan approved the job. And so Lizzy, and we just save the job. And so just by the mere act of us doing that, Lizzy has now tagged that job and removed it from our service list, because now it knows that the approval, everything's been approved and we're ready to start working on the job again. So going back over here to the service list, that particular job is gone. And obviously I've got more on here than is being displayed, but it was on there a minute ago and now it's not. So the system automatically keeps up with all of that stuff for you, so that you can make sure you're calling the customers and staying in touch with them about the different things that are going on with their units without having to write a bunch of sticky notes to remind yourself to call them.